What's up, guys? It's the fam here. This morning for history, we read about like Egyptians and stuff. So we're at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. There's a pretty campus. But anyway, so the special thing about this place and why we're going here on Dad's day off is because there's a huge Egyptian museum, actually the largest one on the East Coast, I think. The largest collection of Egyptian artifacts on the East Coast, as well as some other things that I'm also very excited for, like Native American artifacts and like Asian stuff maybe. Some of the museums might not be open, but yeah, I'll see you inside. I think it's fine. Upper Egypt, and then as you keep coming up, you end up at Lower Egypt, I think. Wait, okay.
Thank you so much.
It's a cool hallway. So we're gonna go in this first room. It's to the left of when you first walk in. So we start with this really new pottery from 5000 BC, which is actually not new for those out there that didn't know that. We got some nice arrowheads for killing stuff, and some nice pottery with some nice swirly whirlies on it. Nice details for 5000 BC. So that's cool. Also, do you want to read this? You can pause the video. Okay. I might not do that anymore. We have some more jars. These ones seem to be less balanced. I don't understand why they make flat bottom jars, or why they don't make flat bottom jars. These are really cool. These are like what are they called? Number 3, step pyramid tiles. So this guy named Djoser made a lot of pyramids. He made step pyramids, which he used those, I guess. It's really cool. And that's like a granite bowl on like a stone table. You can tell it looks like it's been pieced together. Nice patterns. Actually, really nice patterns. I could not do that. And that's cool. Looks like someone doodled a little pen on there. Okay. Yeah, and that's a spout one that kind of looks like an elephant. It's a spout vessel. A spouted vessel. Now we have probably the coolest thing in the room, in my opinion. The fake wall. I think. This is a fake wall, right?
False wall.
False wall. Okay. You can read that. Very cool. They have like little colored like dots on it. Do not touch. And then these are little like basins that the Egyptians would put food on to offer food to the god of the deceased or diseased. There's a wooden girl made out of wood with nails. Very well carving on its face, like very detailed. Probably also kind of creepy. Very nice pottery. I think that's called relief. Number 1. Yeah, relief of a funerary ceremony. Okay. And that's a headless guy. And then that's made out of turtles, I think. And then that's from Khufu, which is really cool. More tomb relief. If your tomb is itching, it should help your tomb to have some relief. More bigger tomb relief. And some various shapes. like a crusher right there, and a girl holding a basket on her head, and this really cool hippo head. Scary. Anyway, these look like mushrooms. They're very advanced carving, like, for how old they are. This is cool. Painted with blood, question mark. It's a stela of Intef and Shanatseji. And then there's a Sekhem wand. And then now we have some very cool jewelry, like necklaces. And like, that's cool. Like, I don't have that. And a bracelet. You see where we get all of our jewelry? And they have this little magnifying scope on this little rock right here. It's pretty cool.
There's an alligator and a frog.
Where?
And a baboon.
Where?
The red one is an alligator. The purple
That's so
one
cool.
is,
Look at the red alligator. He's so cute.
The purple one is a baboon, and then the
I
gold
don't see
one
the
is a
baboon.
frog. I don't either, but that's what it said it was.
Oh, and then a tiny golden frog. That reminds me of a Lego piece. They have a Lego piece of the tiny. Here's a very cool coffin with the eyes of Horus. Egypt, facing the east so it could see the rising sun. So big I can't even get it in one frame. Here it is.
This is bread. I see beer. Oh wait, there's beer,
Oh no, wait.
fowl, and beef.
There it is. The main food groups. Beer, bread, fowl, and beef, and a shovel, and a bowl, and lightning, and a bird.
And a stand.
Do you remember seeing that earlier? Maybe you do. That's a really cool piece of art. But this is really cool. I really like that basket weave from the earth. It's an actual mummy. Is this actual gold, do you think? No. Do you think this is actual gold?
Yeah.
That's cool. The shine is not captured on camera.
Human
But it's
remains.
really shiny.
This is human remains, linens, cartoonish pigment, and gift.
Little coins, pots, face with creepy eyes, and that really cool, really realistic. It feels like it'd be like a caricature that someone would make these days. It's the most advanced artwork I've seen in this museum yet, for sure. Oh, no, these are my types of artifacts. Look at that. Knife, spearhead. That is the coolest dagger. That is so cool. Jagged edges, perfect handle still intact. That looks like a leaf. So cool. Is that a scabbard? I think that might be a scabbard. Really cool military pieces right here. And then we also have some nice jewelry that may or may not have been worn on the battlefield. And some coins. That is very cool. It's so crazy how like the Egyptians like thought of the spouts like it feels so advanced. Like we use spouts nowadays a lot. Like these look like the Tostitos, like the scooping, like corn chips. Very cool. Oil lamps, yes. Guys, it's mummy time with mommy. There's a lot of people in here. It's so shiny. His face is so shiny. He's taller than me. saying much. Oh, I just saw this is the bottom half of the coffin. It's like a nesting doll. And then that's the hinge to open it. And then if you open that, you see this guy. Looks like something a kindergartner would draw, like his face, and then he had like a slingshot or whatever. I don't really know how to describe it. And then really cool, significant, oops, sorry. So right here, after some research, you discover that this is actually, this guy right here, is the oldest Egyptian mummy in the Americas. Isn't that fascinating? It was 4,300 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is older than me. So this was the Asian, oh, I haven't noticed this. That's really cool. Like an Indian elephant. But there's a monster up there, also known as an elevator. Some pretty cool, specifically Southeast Asian art. You have that. You have some drawers with some cool art and such. I noticed that everything in here is very detailed. Here, there's a lot of like Buddhist, Gupta kind of things, like Hinduism. This was an interesting one. This one had a lot of detail. But yeah. So Asia was pretty cool. Really tiny too. The elephant that we just saw was the coolest part in my opinion. And here's a lot of Greek pots and pans, as they may say. No, like jars of very cool scenes from different things. Like that was an old man's mask from like when they would do theater.
And in these amphitheaters that they built, the design is so developed that the people in the very back row could hear a pen or a coin falling like a drop at its center, which is cool.
And then, yeah, maybe something from the Olympics, because he has a ball and he's naked. And an axe head. The owl. I pressed a stick ripped that on her shirt. Lots of cool things. That's a really big jar right there. And then chest plate, more daggers, cool pottery pieces. This is the really cool thing though. Right here, this is Odysseus. He is underneath the big sheep that were like the size of horses, and that was right next to the blinded Polyphemus, and he's holding the stick with hammers on it that he was blinded with. So that was really cool. What a soup ladle. Soup ladle. Armadillo-esque shape. This is cool. Really big pot. What'd you say? A duck and two monkeys.
Yeah, monkey. They're perfume little bottles.
Perfume bottles. Wow. Fragrance. From Macy's, the fragrance destination. Not sponsored. So we're now approaching the Mexico stuff. This is still Greek, but now this is Mexico. There's been a very big advance of art. Like, look at how crisp that looks. That looks like it could be modern. No. 1887 to 1980. Remember, Maria Montana Polrica Martinez. That sounds Latin American. We have this plate right here with a dragonfly and turquoise necklace. Aztec, I think. Very cool blended bowl, the jars, and then like a handbag, like that's still kind of stuff that you'll find people wearing these days. And then over here, this bowl has a really cool, I thought it was an alligator, Mom thought it was a pelican, but it's actually a cormorant eating a fish, but it has the body of a, or it looks like it has the body of a man. Looks very fancy, very cool. And these are stamps that were like monkeys. So those are really cool. That looks very Aztec to me. Yeah, and then there's maps. It goes on. Folks, it's now the time you've all been waiting for. The Inca stuff. This is one of the main reasons I was excited to come here. Lots of very cool, colorful pottery all around. Panama Canal, very useful idea. This is a bird bath. No, I actually don't know if it's a bird bath. It's a pedestal plate with fish frog designs. So, if the birds aren't too scared to get in there, it looks pretty scary. Some nice pottery. 90% of the Incan artifact. Actually, I'm gonna say 98% of the artifacts of the Incan section are probably pottery. Very cool coins and metallic objects with no plaque on what it says, so I don't know what they all are. Some very cool pottery. They have these really cool rolling tools that you would like roll it across, and it would make the pattern. They have a lot of clever containers and such. Cup from Indiana Jones, of course. Pan flute. That is one of the coolest things that I've seen in the Incan section. Pan flute. Some more instruments. I think those are, I don't remember what those are called. And then if you come around here, more pan flutes, tiny ones. Look at that tiny pan flute right there. These are really cool. More pottery. Very cool guy right there. Not the reflection, in case I had any confusion there. Guy with big teeth. And some more pottery. Oh yeah, this is a llama. What they think llamas look like. From what I've seen. Oh yeah, this is all the artistic stuff. It's like their brushes and their like little containers. And then that looks very cool. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's advanced right there. Some more stuff and pottery. This is cool, like sewing stuff, I guess. And more pottery. And then if you come around this corner, I have not seen this stuff yet. See a massive pile of goldness. Whoa. So this section is actually mostly modern art. When I say modern, I mean like 70s. So it's like Native American, like Incan themed modern like art. So like obviously this like looks very intact. A lot of it. Like that fish, like that looks really good. And like these moccasins. Picture of an Inca man, I think. And then come around here and gold, we'll get to that. Yeah, here's that little woven basket. This thing by Nathan Jackson. The date, April 7th. Oh, sorry, 1970. How you date your paintings, people. Then this, just an assortment. Gold. Really cool stuff right here. Obviously that does not fit in. So this is actually a lot of really weird stuff. I just noticed there's some sunglasses. Ketchup bottle. Bowling pin. I just realized that. Just gold painted plastic garbage. And that is some clippers. Pause the video and see how many fake objects painted gold you can find and identify. Oh, there's even a car. There's a Triceratops car. What the heck? Well, that's actually kind of cool. Just a bunch of plastic stuff. And then here's a yak holding a stop sign. I think that's a yak or like a musk ox or something. And then finally, we have some of these little woven stuff. And then another wish catcher, whatever thingamajig. This is really cool though. This is like wood, but some parts are painted gold, so it looks like it has a lot of value. And that is the art museum. Bye, guys.